Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday. Welcome to the first full week in the month of August. Welcome to our usual Monday check-in. This is our mindful motivation for mindset mastery session. So before we get into drawing cards, I like to use 4 different decks of cards to help us set the stage to really embrace and embody the best versions of ourselves, as well as co-creating and actually interacting with the energies of the cosmos. And the reason I'm saying that is, if you've watched these before, you know I like to just sort of feel into the phases of the moon and share with you other pieces of what's happening on that realm, because it helps us make sense a lot of times, make sense more of, hi Randy, nice to have you here. It helps us make sense more of our own propensities and our own rhythm and our own things that we feel drawn towards and things that we feel sort of drawn away from. So all that said is that this is a powerful week. We have 2 pretty strong influences, and both of them arrive tomorrow, which is the 8th. We have the last quarter phase of the moon in the sign of Taurus. So that's all about perseverance and being patient and being really aligned and with your own inner truth. So it's actually like really looking at the things that you're doing. Are they in alignment with your soul's calling, with your essence, with your sense of yes, being on track? So with it being the last quarter phase of the moon also, there's a part that might be, you might find yourself reviewing or reflecting upon or even contemplating past decisions, past choices, things that you've experienced, because this could be a part of our letting go time also, letting go of propensities and patterns and things that aren't suiting who you're becoming or on your path in that regard. The second event is, it's called Lion's Gate. So that's the 8-8 energy, and it's a very powerful energy from a spiritual sense. It's when the fixed star Sirius is visible again, and it's being seen and being acknowledged as it's very, because it's still, we're in the Leo lion energy, so it's about really connecting with the things that you intend, but this is a very strong manifesting, uplifting, recalibrating type of energy. So all that being said, are there things that you're doing that you're just kind of going along with because you thought it was the best thing to do, but now it doesn't serve what is right for you? So like I say, there could be a wee bit of a sense of contemplation and just feeling into that. Now, I just picked up the first deck of cards that we use for these sessions, and this is my letting go guidance system. So I just said about letting go. As we lean into the support and the energies of this week with that last quarter phase of the moon and the Lionsgate energy, strong courageous, taking a stand, really sticking up for what are your intentions, the things that make you, that bring your heart to sing. Where's your joy? And are you aligning with that? There's no right and wrong answers in any of these questions that I suggest to you. These are about contemplating and really kind of peeling off the layers and looking at your inner truth. That's what mindset mastery is all about. And of course, if I say anything that challenges you or triggers you or discombobulates you in some form, reach out to me or put it in the comments below or reach out directly to me. So all that being said, let's see what kind of flavor or vibe are we going to have around letting go of. And interestingly, the card that's come up for us this week is addiction. Where is addiction? And that actually is very much in alignment with what I just said about contemplating the choices, the directions, the patterns, the things that you've got in play. And when I talk about addiction, it could be something simple like being addicted to being right, being addicted to, I don't know, being addicted to something. It doesn't have to be something huge, but are you addicted to overthinking or overbooking your time, or committed or addicted to doing something that's not uplifting, that's not looking after all aspects of you? And when I talk about all aspects of you, I'm referencing what I like to think of as our PEMS check-in, right? How are you looking after yourself physically? And are there any addictions that are kind of taking away from you looking after yourself physically? PEMS stands for physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So it's really important to just assess and make sure that all aspects of you are being honored for you by you. So is there something you need to let go of that's not in the best alignment for that for you? Like I say, this is not a right or wrong or getting into woulda, shoulda, couldas. Those aren't going to help you. Okay, take a nice deep breath. And like I say, if that triggered something for you, let me know. Because this is meant to be finding your flow, your rhythm, not beating yourself up or telling yourself, you're not good enough or you're a terrible person or things of that nature. So I was just shuffling my tarot cards. Beautiful. We've got a beautifully nurturing card came up for us, and it's the Empress. The Empress is that's actually a really beautiful card if you think about it, coming up with that Lion's Gate energy, that powerful, manifesting, looking after yourself. The Empress energy is very nurturing, very, very like planting seeds and enjoying the germination and being thrilled about the blossoming of your heart's desires. So where's that energy in you? And are there layers and pieces that you need to kind of acknowledge, appreciate? That was a great thing, great choice back then, but now I don't need it. And so when we appreciate the outdated aspects of ourselves, it makes it much easier and makes it much more into we flow to the best versions of us. We flow, everything's a flow. So when we start getting really rigid and stuck, that's when we miss the blessings. We miss that you are the boss of you. You do always get to make a choice. That's where your power is. You can always make a choice. So what are you choosing? And does it make you happy? Does it make you feel in alignment with your calling, with your mission in life, with your uniqueness? Each one of us has a specific talent, gift. We all have one. Some of us have many. Lots of us have many. Are you being aware of them, honoring them, and sharing them? And of course, sharing them doesn't mean that you have to do it on a huge big stage, but it could just be smiling at someone. If you have a beautiful talent to make people feel good about themselves, it doesn't matter where you are. Even just going and doing your grocery shopping, you can still be in alignment with that. So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to become more aware of to actually access and tell yourself the truth about what your gifts are, and celebrate them and share them? That's what each one of us is called upon to do and put into place in this life. Don't know why I went off on that tangent, but that's what we needed, obviously, or that's what came through. And so I just shuffled and brought us out. That one's come out a fair bit. This is very powerful cards. I used the Healing with the Angels cards, and then I finish off our session with one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. So check this out. The first card that came up for us is spiritual growth. Isn't that perfect? Perfect for this letting go, this shedding layers and beliefs that don't serve who we're becoming. And we are all spiritual beings having this experience. So are you looking after that part? And are you, this is beautiful, I love it when this card comes up, self-acceptance. the letting go card that came up was addiction. I've often said that in order to change something or release something, whether it is an addiction or a stickiness or a sense of stuckness or something that we don't actually like or accept about ourselves, we can't change it. We can't release a propensity or a habit or an addiction until we just accept, this is where I'm at right now. And then once you accept this is what it is, doesn't mean I like it or I'm keeping it or I'm going to feed it more. This is where I am. And then that stops a lot of the inner conversation and tussle. And so then you can start asking for help or creating intentions or taking baby steps forward. But you can't start that until you accept. Because we can make changes based on sheer willpower, but they won't stay because there's too much effort, there's too much tussle. You're not being loving and kind to yourself. And so maybe you can listen to the music of your soul, the music around you. That's actually, music itself is such a healing part of our own journey. And that's the one I said, it actually often comes up to us when I do these sessions. So check into it. Are you listening to the song of your soul? Are you listening to music that uplifts you and that helps you, soothe you, whatever it is that you feel called that you need to do? Are you bringing that in to your own experience, your own way of moving forward? Okay, like I say, if you need some more support, just let me know. But we're going to end off this session for today, send you off into this beautiful, powerful, auspicious week ahead with one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. So let's see what wisdom comes up for us here. Beautiful. This is actually a nice continuation from that self-acceptance. The card that's come up is I am allowing. So let me read this out to you. By allowing myself to be enveloped by the eternal loving embrace of the universe, I can surrender all fears and concerns. I realize that all is exactly as it's meant to be. I just got a chill for that one. That is beautifully aligned with these cosmic energies that I said at the beginning, with our last quarter phase of the moon in Taurus and the Lionsgate energy both arriving for us tomorrow. I wish you a beautiful, empowered, wonderful week ahead. I'll be back here again with you next week. Much love. Thanks for watching.